my literary luminaries, and welcome back to another Top 5 Thursday. This is actually the Nope. Yes. Yes. This is actually the last of the August, because it's a Top 5 Wednesday group, and so technically this was for yesterday, but because of the way my schedule works, it ends up being so, you're getting it a month off, sort of, from everyone else. But so it's the last one of August, but for us it's the first one of September, because we're just cool like that here in the Orion land. But this week's Top 5 Thursday topic is the top 5 books you will never read. Now, I don't really believe in saying never, and so some of these books are books that I would like to read, but I am treating this list as the top 5 books that I will probably never read. Because never say never. So without further ado, let's get started. Number 1. Number 1 is one that I do really want to read, but I find it unlikely that I ever will, because I know myself. And that is The Brick, the full unabridged version of Les Miserables. I've said numerous times that I'd love to read The Brick. I love Les Miserables, I love the story, don't love all the characters, but who loves every character in every book? It's sort of one of those, medals of honor for Les Mis fans, that, they've read The Brick. And we call it The Brick because it's, this thick. No joke. It's a huge book. And it's dense because it's an older book, and so it's written in, an older fashion. And it's going to be tough to get through. So, as much as I would love to, ended up on the list. Number 2. Number 2 is a book that I've said I would read. I do actually have a copy of it, though I don't believe the copy belongs to me, and I should eventually get that back to its owner. If I can. I'm not sure at this point. And that's 50 Shades of Grey. I tried once. I got about 4 pages in and couldn't keep reading because I was laughing too hard. Yeah. I want to read it so that I can feel better about properly critiquing it. You should not critique a book without reading it. And so I can sit here and say that it's a terrible book and it's terribly written and it's bad BDSM practices, but I've never actually read the book. I'm going off of what I've heard other people say and what I've seen analysts say. I want to be able to talk coherently, intellectually, about the book and, any pros it may have against any flaws it may have. I want to be able to do that. But I don't want to read it. It's so bad. Just those first couple pages. It was awful. It made me so sad inside. So, again, a book that I would like to read. Not for any of the reasons most people want to read books, but neither here nor there. And I probably won't. Number 3. Number 3 is Go Set a Watchman, which is the Harper Lee controversial book that came out recently. Again, this is a book that I said I wanted to read when it came out, and I was kind of excited about it, even with all the controversy, and all of that. I wanted to, but the longer I think about it, and the more I am concerned about the circumstances under which it was released, I don't know anymore. I mean, I love Harper Lee, I love Scout, I love Atticus, I love all of that world. It's one of my all-time favorite books. I don't know if I really want to read it, to let that sit in my brain alongside Mockingbird. I know from what I've read, as far as we can tell, Watchmen is basically a first draft of Mockingbird. And I know what first drafts can look like and how much they can change and how much characters can change. And I don't know that it's going to be an accurate picture of anything. And we're still not sure Harper Lee actually ever wanted it published. And now that she's passed away, we'll never know. So I'm still very torn. I may read it at some point. I'm not sure. But the longer it goes on, the more it's looking like I'm probably not going to. Number 4. Number 4 is one that I can fairly confidently say that I will probably never read, and that is Prince Lestat, the new Anne Rice vampire book. I like Lestat. I have a bunch of the books. I'm pointing the wrong direction for my bookshelves. I own a lot of them. I love Lestat. I loved Interview with a Vampire. I like Queen of the Damned. Like, all of that. Like, the first 3 books or so, absolutely loved. They were fantastic. Enjoyed the movie of Interview, less so Queen of the Damned. I really, really enjoyed it. And it's time to let Lestat go. I don't see any need to revive the dead, no pun intended. I don't know why she wrote it. I don't know why it was necessary. I don't know why that character needed to continue on. I don't know what there is left for him to do. And from everything I've heard about both the book and Anne Rice in general, it's just not going to happen. Just not going to happen. And finally, number 5. Number 5 is yet again a book that I would really like to read, and have been trying to read. And I don't know if I'm ever going to get through it, but that's the Silmarillion by Tolkien. I've tried so many times to read the Silmarillion. You really need, like, a scorecard of all the players and all of their names and all the names that other people call them, and then the nickname they actually go by, because all of them have, like, 5. This is their name, they have 5 other names, but they all go by, like, a 7th. It's so complicated and so confusing. But I love the lore of all of it. I like Lord of the Rings. I love Middle-earth. I would really, really, really like to get through Silmarillion. But it's been a long time, and I still haven't managed to do it. I do own a copy. So there is still hope. But God only knows when it's going to happen. So those are my top 5 books that I'm probably never going to read. That's such a depressing list. Like, I don't want to cross things off and be like, nope, not going to read that one. It's against my heart. Anyway, what are 5 books that you don't think you're ever going to read? Let me know in the comments down below or on Twitter at @KRyanFrey. As always, I'd love to hear from you. If you liked the video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. It is very much appreciated. And hey, if you're new around here and you like what you see, why not subscribe? YouTube will very kindly notify you anytime that I put up a video, which should be at least every Tuesday or Thursday. But in the meantime, I shall bid you all adieu, and I will see you all on Tuesday for another Tuesday Talks. Bye! Why did I pick Tuesday and Thursday? My brain. I've had a problem with, like, before and after, yesterday and tomorrow, like, bad, all lifelong. And I think Tuesday and Thursday are becoming the same problem. It's bad.